Hey world, Greg the Rant Man here again, and today I'm going to pick on millennials and the post-millennials because apparently there's another generation of dumbasses out there that needs my attention. Hey, so let's get started. No, today I'm going to my rant is about internet challenges and people stupid enough to take them. Okay, a lot of these challenges they're dangerous, okay? And yes, we all need to learn. We all have our moments of stupidity. In fact, some of these challenges are ones that we did a different variation of when I was younger, but we didn't do it to the point of disfiguring ourselves. And a lot of you guys are out there, if you want scars, okay, fine. Earn some scars. Earn them. Don't do something stupid to get them, okay? I've got a ton of scars, okay? I've got this massive one down the middle of my chest. Alright? Got that start the first round of it when I was 13. Then 17. Then 30-ish. And anyway, you get the idea. It's a recurring scar because I was born with a bad heart valve. No problem with the heart, just the valve. And yes, I'm an idiot for smoking. I'll admit that. This is my dumbass move. Is becoming a smoker. But anyway, no, these internet challenges, wow. A lot of you guys that are doing these things, y'all went straight past full retard, right directly for potato. Because, okay, I'm going to go through the list of what I consider to be the dumbest ones, and they're not necessarily in a ascending or descending order. I just wrote down my top 10 biggest idiot challenges out there, and one of them is the cactus. That's the first one I wrote down. That's where you guys are going out and getting yourself a cactus, a prickly pear or whatever, and trying to eat the damn thing with thorns still on. Now, having grown up, we had wild cactuses growing on our land, and yes, cacti are edible. My advice, remove the thorns. Skin them, and then eat them. They're quite tasty. They're actually pretty nutritious, too. But not with the thorns, you idiots. Pull your heads out of your asses. I actually got a laugh out of how stupid some of you people are doing that. The plastic bag challenge. Now that, it's sad. They put a warning label on these because of people like you. Okay? You're putting a plastic bag over your head and holding it tight so you can't get any air, and then you fall out. Hey, here's a news flash for you. If nobody is there to save your ass, you're going to die. Okay? And in fact, some people have. It's just an idiot thing to do. Don't stick a plastic bag over your head and try to breathe, you fucktards. Jeez, good God. What's next? Try to breathe in the swimming pool challenge? Do not try that and blame me for it. If you're that damn stupid, your parents need to have your ass lobotomized, put your ass in a wheelchair, and feed you through a spoon the rest of your life. So yeah, don't do the plastic bag challenge. I hope that one's already past its glory, for lack of a better term. The hot water challenge, there's another one. Third one on the list, not necessarily a third in stupidity. It's where you take boiling or near boiling water and either burn yourself with it or somebody else. Now, having been a professional cook for 30 years, almost 31 years, and having been a cook at home for almost 42 years, I can tell you, if you haven't done this but you're considering it, don't. Because here's something that steam and water do when they burn you. See, unlike oil or fire, which they burn the outside immediately. You get that immediate thing. Boiling water and steam don't necessarily burn the skin right off the bat, but they superheat the fat layers under your skin, and it will continue to keep it, and it will heat up more and more. The burn on the outside is less than the burn that's underneath. So don't do that. You can get yourself killed doing something like that, or kill somebody else, especially if you throw it on their face. Okay? Because if it gets in their mouth, down their throat, whatever, you've just cut off their air path. Congratulations, you've just got yourself a manslaughter charge, or worse. So, yeah, the hot water challenge is definitely one of the most idiotic ones out there. Oh, and one of my personal favorites, and I about bitch slapped my stepson for it, the salt and ice challenge. A lot of you people out there are going, well, salt melts ice. Yeah, it does. It changes the molecular makeup of it, but it actually makes it colder than just regular ice because of the chemical reaction. This will cause third-degree freezer burn. In literally, it can be a matter of seconds. I'm glad this one's done. This is one that I'm glad went away. It didn't last that long as far as I know, because I don't follow stupidity challenges very often. I'm going to start keeping an eye on them more now so that I can start making fun of the idiots who are taking them. Because at the end of this, I'll have a couple of challenges for you guys. Just wait. Be patient. The hot pepper challenge. Now, this one I actually do find kind of amusing, because I eat some spicy-ass food, okay? I eat some food that's so spicy, a lot of, and of course, it's a stereotype, and I apologize for you overly sensitive little cupcakes out there. I'll eat some food so spicy Mexicans run away in fear, okay? But I have also eaten food so spicy, I had people from the other countries that introduced me to it rolling laughing their asses off. And then I went back for more as soon as I adapted to it, which I adapt pretty quickly. That one's actually kind of funny. But the thing is, there are side effects. There are consequences to your actions. You can get ulcers. You can actually get chemical burns in your mouth from mouth, throat, yourself, all the way down to your stomach from eating certain peppers. Hold on, I've got to get that off my screen. There we go. Like the ghost pepper. Man, there's no way in hell I'd eat one of those straight. Okay. The Carolina Reaper. Screw that. I won't even eat a Jamaican habanero not straight. No way. I use small amounts of it. And I like some crazy hot food, but I'm not gonna be that stupid. I pride myself on having a higher intelligence than than most people, or at least more freaking sense. I definitely have more sense than most people. But yeah, if you want to eat hot peppers and throw up all over yourself, your table, the floor, whatever, I'm all for it. Go for it. It's not my mess to clean up. The most recent one that I have to laugh at, and I've picked on you morons for this before, you Tide Pod eating dumb shits. Okay. Why the fuck are you going to eat soap? Seriously. What is... It's bright colored. It must taste good. Hey, here's something for you to think about. In the animal kingdom, in the wild, you'll find that the most brightly colored insects are the ones that get eaten less frequently. There's a reason for this. It's because animals have figured out that bright colors mean bad. Okay? That generally means that they're incredibly dangerous to eat and should probably be avoided. Now, if a frog can figure this out about a bug, you would think a human can figure this out about detergent. Why in the hell are you going to eat laundry detergent, you dumbass? Really? Pull your head out of your butt. Okay, let's see. The fire challenge. Now this one, I've seen multiple variations of this one. I have seen people see how long they can hold their hand or arm or whatever over an open flame and see how much pain they can tolerate. Now, we had a variation of that one when I was a kid. We used a lighter, sometimes a campfire, and occasionally, yes, we would get burned. Sometimes we didn't. but it takes a lot of building up to the point where you're not getting burned and you've got a direct flame against your arm for over a minute. Okay, that takes a lot of conditioning and mindset. Okay, very few people out there can get themselves into that mental state where they're not going to get hurt from this. Okay, the other version is where you catch your dumbass on fire. You put some kind of flammable liquid on your clothing, have your buddies light you up, and you roll around like a fucking idiot or run around in your yard because fire's hot. Stop, drop, and roll, dumbass. Strip out of your gasoline or lighter fluid-soaked clothes and put yourself out. I did something similar the last day of school in the 10th grade. But I layered up, first off. I protected my head with a ski mask, and I had friends of mine spray me down with hairspray, light me up, and I ran screaming down the hallway of one of our buildings, went outside, jumped over a little rail, hit the grass, and rolled to put myself out. It wasn't my brightest thing, and fortunately, because of the ski mask, I didn't lose my eyebrows. My eyelashes did get singed a little bit, but I didn't lose them. And it was a dumbass move. Looking back on it, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? It was an attention getter, and that was all it was. Okay, I don't recommend doing that. But like I said, I was layered up. It was hairspray, so it didn't saturate my clothing. So the way I did it was as safe as could possibly be done without a fire suit, fire gel, and special effects guys and a fire crew standing by to put me out like they do in the movies. Okay, the lip challenge. Now this one, oh, I can't really, other than you're the ones that have to deal with it because it doesn't cause any permanent damage. As far as I know. I mean, I guess there's somebody out there that probably has suffered permanent Kylie Jenner lip. And for that, I do feel bad for you in one regard. But on the other hand, I'm laughing because you're an idiot. For those of you who have not yet done this challenge or seen it, it's you take a glass or cup or something like that, just big enough to fit over your mouth, and you suck the air out of it. You create a seal. And you're basically giving yourself a funky lip hickey. You can do the same thing with a vacuum cleaner, too. And at first, when I heard about it, that's what I thought people were doing, was taking the hose off a vacuum cleaner to their face and sucking their lips into it to make their lips puff up. Okay. Thankfully, the effect of this would not be long-term. Unless you're one of those poor unfortunate bastards that your lips got stuck. So that one's funny, stupid, but funny. The pass out challenge. There are, oh my God, so many variations of ways to make yourself faint. Lose consciousness, fall to the ground, and wake up with a hellacious headache. We had a version when I was a kid. Nobody could make it work on me. But essentially, you are choking yourself out. Apparently, this newest one is you're cutting the oxygen and blood flow to your brain, and until you pass out. Now, this one, depending on how you do it, could result in death. It will. If it doesn't kill you, you will get a headache from it. I almost guarantee it. If you don't, you're one of the few. Because your brain, and you're killing brain cells. Not that you could actually tell with a lot of you people that are millennials and younger. And youngers, I don't know the name of your generation other than dumbass, for the most part. There's some of you that are worth it. Same with millennials. There are some of you millennials out there that are actually intelligent-ish, or intelligent, have good work ethic, etc. And my last one's the eraser challenge. Now, the eraser challenge is one we did when I was a kid. And we would give ourselves little abrasion burns with erasers. Let's test our pain tolerance. And it's not that I couldn't keep going, it's I chose not to because I know what happens when you rub an abrasive across a non-abrasive repeatedly, you will wear down. Something's going to give. Well, guess what? It's your skin. An aluminum can is 25 times as strong as your skin, and you can actually rub through an aluminum can with an eraser eventually. You will make it very hot. It will be very painful, and you are going to lose a lot of skin and risk some serious infections, including staph. And staph can kill you, just so you know. So yeah, you morons doing the eraser challenge, yeah, if you're taking it to the point where you're going through the skin into the fatty layers, you're an idiot. Okay? Now those are my 10 most idiotic. Again, not in any particular order. You can decide which one you think is the stupidest. But I'm throwing in a bonus one for the super retarded, and that's the Russian roulette challenge. Now, whether you're using an airsoft or a regular BB gun or a pellet gun, if you are putting a gun to your head, okay, and semi-autos don't count, okay, for you idiots that are using a semi-auto one, that's the point of Russian roulette is the six, you got a cylinder, it's got 6 chambers, okay, it holds 1 round. You spin the cylinder, you put it to your head, you pull the trigger, and your head blows off if you're unlucky. Now, even with a pellet gun, a BB gun, or an airsoft gun, you can cause some serious damage, especially if it's CO2 driven, okay? Because that is some compressed air shooting out at about 800 feet per second, and that can punch through this soft tissue right here. If you put it against the side of your head, it's going to punch through the skin and that BB is going to roll, or could. And there's no guarantee. It depends on the angle. I mean, I guess if it's straight on, it will go in and lodge. Okay, and then you're going to have a head wound, you're going to have a headache, you're going to bleed a lot, and you're an idiot. Okay, and if you're going to do the Russian roulette challenge with a real gun, you're an even bigger freaking idiot and suicidal, and you need to go take yourself to a mental hospital and get evaluated for your issues. Seriously. That's my bonus round for today. So, now my challenges to the rest of you. For those of you who so love taking the internet challenges, you dumbasses. I got a couple of harmless challenges that will actually benefit you in the long run. Ready? Challenge number 1, the Be Yourself Challenge. Don't be like everybody else. Quit doing what other people do because they think it's cool. You know what? What's cool for one person may not be cool for you. And what's stupid for everybody is going to be stupid for you. So be yourself. Don't be a sheeple. Don't do something just because everybody else is doing it, okay? Be the individual you were meant to be. If you do that, you're gonna have a much better, much happier life than doing what everybody says you should do, provided you're doing what's legal. Don't do illegal shit and expect to be happy for very long. So that's the Be Yourself challenge, and and it kind of goes along with the Think for Yourself challenge. Quit letting other people make your decisions for you. Your peers. I'm not talking about your parents. Your parents have been there, they've done that, they've done stupid shit on their own, and trust me, when they say it's a bad idea, they're right. Most of the time. About 99.99% of the time. Because, as parents, we have done stupid shit. And if we sit there and go, look, man, that's not the most brilliant freaking thing you can do. There is a very good chance you're going to end up getting hurt, disfigured, dead. That's because we've either done it ourselves or we knew somebody that did it that it turned out badly for. Okay, that's not to say that you won't have a good string of luck and come out unscathed. And Sir Edmund Hillary, there were a lot of people that were telling him, don't climb Everest, you'll die like everybody else. Well, it took him 3 tries, but he finally pulled it off. Okay. So, just think for yourself. Don't let your peers control your thoughts. Don't let them control what you do. You control what you do. You can't control what they do, but you can control how you react to what they do. And if they do something stupid, laugh at them. Seriously, feel bad for them, but laugh at them. It's like a buddy of mine in college. He thought it would be a good idea to jump onto a slow-moving train and then jump off. Well, what he didn't realize was how rapidly a train can actually build up speed. When he jumped on, it was doing a little over 5 miles an hour. He was able to run and catch up and jump up onto the flat trailer. What he didn't realize was while he was climbing up, it went from about the 5 miles an hour to a little over 25 in the time it took him to climb onto it. When he jumped off, he was a considerable distance down the road, or down the tracks. He jumped off, hit the ground, landed completely wrong, which it's hard to land right from a moving train. He broke his ankle because he was an idiot. Now, when I heard he had broken his ankle, my first thought was, oh Lord, what did he do this time? Because he was notorious for doing stupid shit. And then it was like, is he all right? Well, the second question was, well, he broke his ankle, but he's okay. It's okay, well, that's cool. I'll find out later what he did. Well, when he told me what he did, I looked him straight in the eyes. I was like, David, you are a dumbass. And he agreed with me. So don't go jumping on trains and trying to jump off, because trains are big, they're heavy, and they will squish you, cut you into little bitty chunks, and you will die. Unless you're extremely lucky, like David. Don't be a David. Okay, don't fuck around with trains. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I believe I've made fun of you idiot challenge takers, millennials and sub-millennials, enough for now. I may be back later today. I don't know. Since I've got a long day at work tomorrow, I may post another one today. Y'all have fun. I'm out. Bye.